Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a complete walkthrough of the mysterious potato quests. So to start off our adventure, we need to redeem our golden potato. Before update 5, we had to put in a code for the golden potato, but now after update 5, they have moved the golden potato into the safe in Scrooge's shop, so go there to get it. Alrighty, so now that we have our golden potato, we need to head over to Merlin's house for the next step. And we'll see here on his desk, there's an open book and there's this transfiguration stone. So we need to keep that in mind. So the next area that we have to visit is the cave down here on Dazzle Beach. We need to go to the second floor of the cave. And here on this stone table is one of those stones. We're going to place the golden potato on it. And we get a golden carrot. The golden potato has transformed into a golden carrot. What other potentials could this strange item hold? So the next spot with a transfiguration stone is Elsa's ice cave up in the Forest of Valor. So we'll just make our way up there. And this time we'll get a golden crab. A carrot to a crab. Who knows what it will turn into if you find another transfiguration stone? Well, we're going to find out real quick because the next spot with a stone is up in the castle. We make our way all the way up to the tippity top, and here on the railing is I think it's our last transfiguration stone. And this time we get a golden night thorn. It says the night thorn emanates weird magic. It must be nearing completion. So we're going to run back and we're going to go to Merlin's house one last time. We're going to go back to that first transfiguration stone we found and place the night thorn there. And then we get our potion, which is gleaming gold potion. Has the power of the sun to bring warmth to something gone cold. And so that's it. That is the golden potato quest. And we're going to move on to our next quest, which is the red potato quest. So once the golden potato is unlocked with that redemption code, all the other potatoes will appear. So for the red potato, we need to go into Remy's house. And I have already gotten my potato, but once you enter here by this fridge and cabinet, it'll be glowing. And so you'll pick up the item and it'll be this red potato. And what we need to do is we need to cook this potato. So we're just going to go over here to Remy's stove and make our meal. So we're going to need 1 red potato, 1 lobster, 1 slush ice, 1 chili pepper, and 1 raspberry. And then we cook these up and we'll get the icy red stew. Yuck. So we need to take this stew into Remy's world at the castle. And once we're in here, we need to set this stew in the serving window here. And we got the Raging Red Potion. This will bring the spice of life back to something gone lifeless. And that's it for the red potato quest. So now we'll be moving on to the orange potato quest. So for our orange potato quest, the only requirements beside unlocking the golden potato is to do the treasure hunt part 2 in Scrooge McDuck's quest, because we need the lenses of shadows in order to see the orange pebbles that are scattered about. Now there are 20 spread throughout the castle and the different realms. There are 3 in Mickey's secret room, 3 in the castle itself, 1 in Ratatouille's realm, 2 in Wally's realm, 3 in the Frozen realm, 4 in Moana's realm, and 4 in the Toy Story realm. So here in Mickey's room, we have a pebble here on the left by the couch. The next one is in front of this floating shelf, and the other one is by the crafting table. And then outside of the castle, these took me quite a bit to find because I kept blending in with the carpet. But the first one is dun, 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 down here by this pillar in the entrance. And then the other one is here behind this pillar. And the final one in the castle is along this back wall next to that potted plant. Now in Ratatouille's realm, there's only one again, and it's located in the back next to the wheat and butter stations. And then Wally's realm is next. So we have one hidden over here by that little tree that I planted. Then there's one back behind the crafting station. And that was it. Next in Moana's realm, this one I had the most difficult time with because I'm blind, but there's one over here on the side of the beach past her boat. Then when you enter, there's one like straight above from that portal. The third one, there's one by that fireplace, and I completely missed it, and you'll see me run around past it, but hindsight 2020. And the third one I found is up here hidden in the flowers. It took me a while to find it, but there it is by those trees. Here's me just running around everywhere but that fireplace. Oh, I'm bad at hide and seek apparently. And I finally found it. So next we will be going into the frozen realm. So the first one that I found is here behind one of these pillars. So the next pebble I found was here across the ice bridge where you can see like Gale dances above it. And the last pebble that I found was here next to these boulders. It looks like one's standing up and one's laying down. And that was the Frozen Realm ones. And then the Toy Story realm. So the first one is here right by that red backpack. I found these ones pretty easy. I was really impressed with myself. Then there's one here in the closet. There's one here by that music cloud sheet of paper. And the last one is back here by the animals. The animal cage farm that we had to build with Woody. And so that is the location of all the pebbles. So now we need to go to a crafting station in order to craft our potato. So we use all those 20 orange pebbles to create our potato. And once we have our potato crafted, we can go ahead and make our electrifying orange potion. We just need that potato and an empty vial. And that is the orange potato mystery quest. And so yeah, that potion is not a regular potato smoothie, it's brimming with electrifying magic. So we'll move on to our blue potato. We just have to go down to Ursula's house and you'll find the blue potato in her home. And it's over here on the right side of her house in the back behind this table. So a blue potato with a slight magical glow. Just holding it, you feel a little bit lighter. All right, so now that we have our blue potato, we need to go and get our blue shell, which is back in Moana's realm. All right, so now that we're in the realm, we need to go in here between these two palm trees, and there's going to be this invisible barrier maze through the water. We have to make our way around to find the blue shell. And as you'll see, I am very bad at these mazes. I get there eventually. I can see the shell. We did it. And we have our blue shell, which is a shimmering blue shell. When you put it to your ear, you hear the sound of a distant ocean. All right, so now that we have our shell, we need to go and get a blue starfish. And we find that back, we have to go to Dazzle Beach, and we have to get on the raft that we crafted to go find Ariel with. And then once here on the beach, there's going to be another invisible waterway path. We have to go all the way to up to the left where that little like peninsula piece is. I'm bad at these puzzles. So our blue starfish, it says in the description, this definitely isn't from Ariel's collection. So the next spot we need to go to get our next item is the back into the cave where we had to place our golden potato, and we're going to look for the blue book, which is all the way at the very bottom level between two pillars. You can see it right there to our left. And the description on this book, I forgot to open them up and look at the last couple. It says, the cover is blue, the pages are blue, the text is blue, not exactly a page turner. So the last item that we need to get is a blue gem, and we need to go all the way up into the sunlit plateau to the cave that's underneath the waterfall. And once we're in the cave, we need to go into the mines over here to the right behind the cooking station here. And we need to follow the tracks, and on the left side, we're going to be looking for where the tracks go off by a mining rock and they're broken. So right here in this spot, and then we'll go down to the end of the tracks, and if you span your camera over, you can see that mining cart, and there is the blue gem. So once we got that, we need to continue our way through the mines, and we're looking for a, there's like these blue gems that are glowing, and then there's like this little water spot, like kind of see right in front of here, the bluish green gems. We have our mystical glowing water source, and then we place all of these items in there. And that produces the blue potion. So our brilliant blue potion, this potion shimmers with revitalizing power. So yeah, this concludes our blue potato quest. So for the green potato quest, we need to fish out 16 emerald bottles that are hidden throughout our valley. So here is a map, thank you so much to GameRant, of where all of the bottles are located. Because I know that with how I decorated my valley in the shadows, it might be difficult to see each one. So, pause, take a screenshot so you can consult your map so you don't miss any. This map was a lifesaver for me because, as you'll see, I had one hidden under Maui's house, so I had to do some rearranging. If it wasn't for this, I would not have found it. So when we're fishing for the bottles, we cast our line in the water, and we want the bubbles to be red. So if we get white bubbles near the sunken bottle, just keep retrying till you get the red circles. Okay, so now that we have all 16 of the emerald bottles, we need to go ahead and turn them into emerald slivers. And we do this by opening up our menu, choosing the bottle, click use, and then it turns into the sliver. So we need to do this for all 16 of the bottles, and then we can move on to our next step. So now that we have all of our emerald slivers, we can go ahead and craft the jade crystal. Now that we have the jade crystal, we need to go into the mines under the waterfall, and we have to go into that secret room, and we have to take and interact with that glow ball thing on the desk in order to get our green potato seed. Now that we have our potato seed, we need to go plant our potato, and we do this in the Forgotten Lands. Now you can just plant it and water it and let it grow at its own pace, or like me, if you're impatient, you can go ahead and craft that miracle elixir that makes things grow really fast, and then you can get your potato right away. Alrighty, so now that we have our potato, we need to go back to the crafting bench, and we're going to use the potato and the crystal, and we're going to make our green potion. And that is it for the green potato quest. So now we're going to move on to our purple potato. So for the purple potato, there are 10 books hidden around the valley with phrases and keywords in them. Now, if you don't want to watch me run around the valley, you can go into the description to the chapters and just skip ahead to when you use those phrases. But if you want to watch and see what everything says and follow along as you play, you can watch me run around. Experiment number 3598. Spent a day foraging for all I need to make the transfiguration stones. Experiment number 5232. Only one way to seal the magic. I'll hide a code in these books, something no one will ever think of. Experiment number 569. I must rely on the logic of dreams to protect it. Only a dreamer can hope to restore the... Experiment number 3599. Must be more diligent with my notes. The forgetting nearly made me forget what I meant to do with all these ingredients. Experiment number 892. A simple declaration of Higitus Figitus should be enough too. Experiment number 977. Attempted to unlock the magical power of Fugu. Alas, results proved disastrous. Experiment number 146. No one would suspect something as mundane as potato could hold the key. I dare say it's genius. Experiment number 243. The forgotten is getting to me. I can't rely on my own memory. I must write everything down in a book, lest I forget. So the book here in the mines is a little tricky to find, but it's really close to the wall with the water where we had to go for the blue potato quest. So look in that area. Experiment number 4232. Found a rather tasty raspberry today. Perhaps the night thorns haven't strangled all the life in the valley just yet. Experiment number 1232. Growing tired, the crystal ought to allow me to channel the transfiguration energies. So these are our 10 key phrases. If you need to, take a screenshot because I have them listed here on the side if you didn't write them down and you want to have them for memory. So what we do is we talk to the portal and he's going to give us like an option to pick the correct keyword from our little adventure. So we just pick the right one and we move through each of them until we use up all 10. So I'm going to speed through me talking to him so it's not dragging on, and then we'll go to the next step. I have done my tally, you have studied well, my secrets are yours to uncover. So once we get all 10 correct, then he gives us the purple potato, and then we go to a crafting station and we craft our purple potion. Now we can craft our purple potion, and once we go ahead and do that, the rainbow potion becomes available, which uses up the rest of our previous potato quest potions. And so we have our rainbow potion in hand. And the description on that says, all the colors of the rainbow are in this bottle. With just a drop, you could bring color back to something gone cold and gray. So now we need to go back into the, I don't know what this is, this dream nightmare castle. And if you remember from the quest storyline here, there was a cold and gray stone fox right here in this bedroom. So we're going to go ahead and use our potion on this. And there we have it. We have unlocked a new companion, the Rainbow Fox. So do you guys think all of these secret potato quests were worth the trouble of unlocking this amazing new companion? I think it was. And I hope they continue to do more fun little side quests like this throughout the game, because it was a lot of fun running around and trying to solve out all these puzzles. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I hope you all get your Rainbow Fox. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.